Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Just bringing you guys an update as to what's going on in Illinois with them bang bangs and that 2A. Who you looking at right now on screen is the guy I have been telling y'all about from a couple of videos in the past. That's a lawyer. His name is Tom DeVore. And fair use, Tom DeVore, fair use. I'm just using this for educational purposes for the brothers and sisters around the country that I am in contact with that's concerned about what's going on here in Illinois because it may affect them down the road in some other state. All right, so fair use. I'm not here to slander or give out any misinformation. I am not an attorney. As a matter of fact, the person you see on screen is the damn lawyer. All right, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I ain't an esquire. I ain't none of that. All right, I'm just here to put out some information, and you guys make of this what you will. As of right now, there's a statewide injunction in regards to all of this crap that Fred Flintstone tried to put into place. You dig? Right now, it's federal, so that means it applies to the entire state. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let him talk just simply because, the video ain't that long. He just really got in here to drop that little tidbit and he jumped out. So I'm going to let him say what he got to say, and then I'm going to give, my commentary.
Hello, everybody. It's Friday afternoon on April the 28th.
Oh, and by the way, this is the lawyer, Tom DeVore, that I was telling you about that he already got an injunction put in place for several thousand people already. I think it was 6,000 or 7,000 people. This was the guy that I was telling y'all about. So they had already had the right to go and buy stuff and didn't have to worry about, any criminal prosecution and all this other stuff. But this is the lawyer that y'all looking at now. He's the guy that did this. But anyway.
I was outside working with my chickens and I got a call that the order came in. So wanted to let you guys know that the gentlemen that were working in the Southern District of Illinois, particularly Mr. Todd Vandermeide, who in my whole sense of the meaning is genius when it comes to dealing with these Second Amendment legal issues. He's very good. They were successful in getting an injunction today out of the Southern District of Illinois that applies a statewide. Finally, you got Tom telling you, not those other people's nonsense. You got me telling you that the federal court has issued a statewide injunction on the gun ban. Now, I suspect, I don't know, but I suspect that on Monday, because it just got issued today, that the state will try to ask for a stay of that injunction, which means that you have to wait until the end. I don't think that'll happen, okay? But I'll let you know. As of right now, there is an injunction in place that has not been stayed. What that means is that any citizen in the state of Illinois today can go buy anything they want, okay? You can go to any gun shop that you want and buy whatever you want. Now, your friend Tom, what he's going to do is I'm going to call and order the biggest, baddest 50 caliber rifle that exists. I'm going to bring that baby home and I'm going to take a video of me smoking that bad boy. So that's what I'm going to do. You guys do what you want. But there's an injunction in place right now. It's a statewide injunction that applies to every Illinois citizen. You can go buy whatever you want, okay? And that will be in place unless it gets put on hold. But until that happens, don't worry about it. And if it gets put on hold, I'll let you know. Right now, it's not. Right now, you're all good to go statewide. Okay? Any questions? I got things I got to do, but I'm going to look real quick to see. Can you buy me one too? You're funny, Brandon. That's a good ask, though. I'm not running for governor ever, let alone again. I didn't run for governor the first time, Tony. That wasn't me. It was somebody else. But no, I'm not running for governor. I have no interest to run for governor. Okay. Injunctions in place out of the federal court. Judge McGlynn issued that on behalf of the participants in the Southern District. To the extent that you know who Todd Vandermight is, you ought to send him a message on Facebook and tell him thank you, because the man is brilliant. He's doing great work. I've been watching and talking to him the whole time. I never got in his way. Our case is still set for the first week of May to deal with our discovery. Because again, I've told you guys, this is always a bigger issue than just the gun case. It's about the way they pass laws. Our case is still proceeding. Our case has not been stayed whatsoever. Our case proceeds on May 4th. But as of right now, the federal case, statewide injunction, okay? The federal case, somebody asked, I got them getting the nuts and bolts. The federal case is the federal case. It doesn't affect our cases. So if the federal case would happen to get stayed, it doesn't affect the 7,000 people in our state cases. They're independent of each other, okay? One's got nothing to do with the other. So again, we will have those conversations if they become necessary. I don't like to have those hypotheticals because then people run off on a tangent about things that I don't want them to worry about, okay? Let's see here. All right. Mark asked Tom, why weren't you in the lawsuit? In the lawsuit that I filed? Because...
Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get on here and put that out there. He wasn't the lawyer responsible for getting the statewide injunction. His as he was telling you, his cases are on the state level. So I'm gonna back up just a little bit. For anybody who may not have seen a couple of the videos I made in the past going into talking about this. The minute Fred Flintstone put this shit into play, right? Because, you know, they did it overnight in the middle of the night, him and Dino and shit, and Barney. They did this shit in the middle of the night. Everybody woke up the next morning in the state of Illinois, and they was like, oh, yeah, this shit is this what it is. And everybody was like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not honoring this. So lawsuits start coming in. Lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. People started getting together. They started coming out publicly, whether if it was the sheriffs of the counties of Illinois or whether if it was the prosecutors of said counties of Illinois. They all came out and was like, we're not enforcing this shit. We're not going here. People started filing lawsuits. Like I said, the Sheriff's Association filed a lawsuit, said it violated their constitutional oath. They told them that. It violate their oath. Word up. So this is what's been going down. Now, like he told you, it was the judge in the Southern District, the federal court of the Southern District of Illinois was the guy that put it in place, which is in East St. Louis. That's where the courthouse is. That particular federal courthouse is out of East St. Louis. It's right down there on the border of Missouri. All right, so he's the one that put the temporary injunction in statewide. So as of right now, we like he said, we good to go. Now the Kwame Raoul chump ass and Fred Flintstone, they might get together and try to issue a stay or try to get the judge to sign off on a stay, which I don't think that's going to happen because it didn't make sense to put the injunction in place in order to turn around and put a stay on it. That don't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I'm saying? Now they could do that via an appeal, but I don't think that that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait maybe like a week, maybe around to like this time next week. And I already then looked and went online to see what I'm going to get. It ain't going to be no 50 cal, but it's going to be a little heftier than what I deal with now. And I ain't going to say shit yet until I get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to wait to see if they come up with an appeal to do a stay on it and to see whether or not if they grant the stay or if they deny it. If they deny it, everybody get to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what Fred Flintstone want to do, seeing that they just did this today, which is Friday. But I just wanted to get on here, put that out. Everybody fighting. Like I said that before in the past. Everybody is fighting, man. I was impressed, man. I'm talking about from the time this shit kicked off. People been fighting all over the state. They like, nope, we're not doing it. Nope. You know what I'm saying? So I'm impressed by that. Hopefully things can kind of work out the way that they supposed to. But like I've expressed to you all before, we're in the diplomacy phase. The diplomacy phase is not going to work. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be that guy where you like, damn, you so negative and blah, blah, blah. I hate to be that guy, right? But it's not going to work. These people are not doing the things that they're doing and coming up with these plans and doing all the evil, vile, disgusting, perverted things that they're doing to just be like, okay, we lose. That's not how chess is played. And right now, they're not in a position yet to where they can tip their king. You know what I'm saying? They're not in a position like that. So what does that mean, Lone Wolf? They're going to continue to fight. They're not going to just give up. So right now, we're still in the diplomacy phase. It's not going to work. It's not. And all hell is going to kick loose at some point in time down the road. When? I don't know. How, where, etc. I'm not sure of that. But I've just been feeling this way since the day they shut the world down for this scamdemic. From that day to now, it's like that feeling in my soul has not changed. But for the time being, we can go back to doing what it was we was doing before Fred Flintstone did this in the middle of the night back in January. You dig? And that's what I'm on. If the judge on an appeal don't grant them a stay, I just went online and looked at what I'm finna go get. Straight up. This is the original Lone Wolf, man. Much love to y'all. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. I love y'all. I'm putting together some more content to bring out. Screen share, quite naturally. And we're going to get it in down the road. But for the time being, this is what's going on with the Second Amendment. And everybody all across the country need to know that this is what's happening. Because we ain't trying to lay them down. Me and Jen Redwood, we was talking about that the other day. We already know that it's impossible. There's no way in hell they're going to just take all these firearms from people across the country. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, period. So much love to everybody. I'm signing out. Peace.